Again!
What's going on, everybody? It is your man Big Dog here. Welcome to episode 167 of Doghouse. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here with me if you're here live. Yeah, I started filming Doghouse live again because I kind of miss it, to be honest. What I might do is I may do it like once every other week, so I can keep some sort of consistency. Because, like I said, I do miss streaming, and I haven't done it a lot. Cause one, I've been so white, and I've been so like stressed out about my apartment. Two, I'm just, like I said, I just don't have the energy for it as much as I used to. I'm not even that old. Jeez.
Bruh.
But anyway, today's topics are going to be relatively quote-unquote different. At least the first one won't be, but the next few are going to be kind of a change in pace, because I wanted to talk about other things other than streamer drama and all that. But first things first, we got to address something that happened recently. For those of you who aren't aware of the channel Jubilee, basically what they do is they're pretty much, if I remember correctly, they pretty much do a lot of stuff where they, have middle grounds. They have a bunch of people come in and they interact in different ways. Now, apparently, they used to be more than okay with people reacting to their stuff and whatnot, which, okay, great. But now recently they went after the channel Ep167. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a fan of Ep167. I'm subscribed to them on my personal account. I do watch a lot of their videos for stuff that I watch or talk about, but that's neither here nor there. So apparently, Jubilee went after Ep167 without any warning. They just did it for no reason. And then recently there was an update to this, and I'm gonna play that update video for you guys. So just give me a second to update this, and let's go to the main camera. Here we go.
Some of you at Fresh and Fit thought we was gonna join you in demonetization. Well, I got one message for you.
We are better than you. Period.
God damn. That was petty as hell.
Bruh.
And I love every minute of it. Oh, God.
A little update. You could
I'm just having all sorts of issues today. Let's try that again.
Preach got a life. I be at home just typing and shit. Preach go outside. That's why he's not here right now. But I called him before we did this video, and he's on board with everything. So just wanted to confirm that. First off, got to give a shout out. Ethan Klein of all people contacted me private. I said, "Oh my God, is that H3 in my DMs? Is he about to?" Nope.
For some context, H3 does not like Ep167, especially since Ep167 have done videos that have been not shitting on them, but criticizing their platform and all that, which is fair. All is fair, but that's
there to say, "Hey,
the
bro,
context.
you need a lawyer for this copyright claim. I know the best in the business." I said, "Oh shit, Avengers!" Yeah, that shit was crazy. It's like the enemy of my enemy. Oh man. So shout out to Ethan, okay?
Again!
Say good.
Put that at the I'm gonna put that at the beginning of the video because I have that clip too.
Oh man. So shout out to Ethan, okay? Again. Second credit goes to.
Did he ever get a new mug? Can somebody, if you're live in the chat or if you're in the comments section of the video, please let me know. Did this guy ever get a new mug when he broke his original
all
one?
the YouTubers who contacted
Oh,
me,
man.
all right, who made videos about the topic. I appreciate you guys, okay? Even though we may disagree on different things,
Yeah, that's actually true. This story did go viral to a degree. 'Cause, like, everybody was talking about it. I think Pegasus was talking about it. What's his name was talking about it too. Oh, Diesel Patches even talked about it.
I think at the end of the day, we want channels to exist and, you know, for the copyright business to be handled properly. So I appreciate the whole community. Fans, man, how did I put the fans? So y'all should be number one. I'm sorry about that. You guys went crazy, a little too crazy.
You're streaming
I know
on
you guys
YouTube.
love us.
That's true, man. Maybe I should start streaming on YouTube more often. What do you think? But it is good to see you, Blast.
And I appreciate
Happy to
it.
see you, buddy.
Okay, I'm not gonna say I love y'all because that's a strong word, but I really appreciate you guys. But folks who go around contacting these people personally, saying all kinds of foul stuff, listen, critique them. If you want to dislike a video, that's fine, but don't say foul things. Don't contact advertisers. Don't do all that stuff because it's bad. And
I agree. Don't do that. That's kind of fucked up.
it doesn't matter what they end up doing to us. I just would not support that. And I mean, I've said this 100 times before, and I'll say it again. Please don't.
Today's Doghouse is going to be about this drama with Jubilee, and then I'm going to talk about some stuff with NVIDIA and Intel. Change up the pace a little bit, because I've been talking a lot about this streamer drama nonsense.
If you guys respect us, I want to be able to respect you, and I want you guys to engage in behavior that's respectable. Do not engage in the
Agreed.
very kind of tactics that the people who would cancel us would engage in. Don't do that, okay? So be better than that. And I'm sorry for any of the Jubilee staff who've actually been hurt by this or have been harassed or whatever. I don't wish that on you guys. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. No matter what happens to us with copyright strikes. The footage of me and Priest you're going to see right now was before I had the
But have you
car
earned the
Jubilee.
respect?
So I go on the Jubilee.
Wait a minute. Earn the respect for what? Skip this part. And so you guys can watch that video yourselves if you want.
Everything that you said, because you already said that.
Summarize the conversation and some of the things that Jubilee. I'm going to try my best to summarize.
Our husband winking all the time.
The conversation and some of the things that me and the CEO of Jubilee talked about. And as somebody who does a lot of React content, who adds commentary, who transforms a lot of the work that we react to through jokes, parody, commentary, which I believe falls under fair use, and through a lot of case law would agree.
Yeah, that is true. That does fall under fair use.
There are other people who do reactionary content that would not fall under fair use, who literally sit there, play the video, and don't say anything. Now,
We're not doing that.
that to me is theft, okay?
It's a YouTube channel, but yeah, you're kind
I've
of
always
right.
said this, even though I do this genre, I don't think everyone who does this genre is doing it correctly. Anyone who's doing bad forms of reactionary content, I'm okay with them being copyright struck if
I didn't say you were wrong. I said it's hilarious.
what they're
That
doing
is funny, though.
genuinely theft. Now, I talked to him about this. We had a disagreement on this point, and that's okay. That's a matter of opinion, but I don't think any of us wanted a protracted legal battle. So they said they were going to take away all the copyright claims, and I appreciate them for that.
I wasn't loud enough. Anyway, doing it again. So yeah, that's basically the update for that. Is that Jubilee did remove these strikes from Advent Preacher's channel, which is a good thing because that's what should have happened. Because let's be realistic here. Fucking hell. Flash is sitting there. Here you can jump off 20 feet straight on the belly. Wow. That's gotta hurt like a motherfucker doing that. It's really gotta hurt. But anyway, just wanted to mention that quickly. Glad to see that Abin Preach got through that unscathed. Cool beans. Now, let's move on to something that I think is a bit of a change of pace for me. I haven't done this in a while, and I'm happy I've been doing it. to me. Hell yeah, it's not gonna like it. But anyway, let's change the pace a little bit. I want to talk about something that I've been kind of following, but not really following. I've seen stories here and there, but I'm not like religiously like, oh, what's gonna be this next? What's this? What's that? I'm not doing that.
Nope.
I'm not doing that because I don't got time to do that or the energy to do it. But first things first, we're going to talk about NVIDIA. Now, for those of you who remember, they're not making CPUs, they're making GPUs again. But I'm glad you're thinking ahead of me. Now, if you guys remember some time ago, I did a video roasting not just NVIDIA, but AMD as well, with their god-awful GPU launches back in the day with the 40 series cards. Now, apparently, NVIDIA is now working on their new graphics cards, which is codenamed Blackwell. Now, I'm hearing some bad prices made. Yes, like Blast said, the big problem was the pricing. It was terrible. But I digress. Apparently, the new GPUs are coming out. Let's hear a bit about them.
NVIDIA's next generation GPUs are looking wild, and I've got information not only on the 5090, but the 5080, the 5070, and even the 5060. Let's talk about it. Before that, this video is brought to you by VIP CD.
Don't do that. Don't say that. If that happens, I'm gonna fucking quit YouTube.
CDKdeals.com. CDK Deals is a website
Like, I'm literally gonna be done with.
dedicated to getting you the best prices on games and software, and right now you can get a Windows 10 Pro OEM key.
You know, you don't have to technically pay for Windows, but it's just if this bad, it's useless.
Below. Okay, so there's been a ton of leaks and rumors about NVIDIA's next generation.
Let's go through this. L0 and L1 fully unified. Watch Kim Possible together. Oh no.
Bruh.
Alright, fine. Fine. The new bus infrastructure design. Oh no. Is your theory right? I don't know. We're about to find out.
Codename Blackwell GPUs, and
Happy project,
especially the
RB.
RTX 5090 has been seeing a ton of leaks. I mean,
Fucker, man. Jesus.
according to Cop87 Kimi and Red Gaming Tech, it sounds like around 50% more shaders is all but confirmed at this point in time unless it gets cut down, and it also sounds like they will be targeting 3 gigahertz plus potentially on these GPUs as well, and using GDDR7 on
Oh, GDDR7, which doesn't make sense. I don't think GDDR6 has been around.
a far more advanced node,
Actually, no,
which
that's
means
not
that
true.
yes, the RTX 50 series could be another gargantuan leap over the
It's a bit
40
too
series,
much,
which was
don't you
also
think?
a
Yeah,
large leap
that does look like a bit much.
in and of itself. But what about the RTX 5080 and below? Because yeah, the 5090, it sounds super impressive. I mean, we're talking about anywhere between like 50% to 80% more performance in traditional rasterized games, and
Again, these companies like to overinflate their benchmark, so I'll believe that when I see it.
if the leaks and rumors are true,
Yeah,
maybe
if they're true.
2 to 2.5 times the ray tracing performance, finally giving us enough ray tracing performance to play all the games that we would want with, for the first time ever, some pretty well performing path tracing. But how is this going to trickle down? Well, I've gone ahead and taken all the information that we know about Blackwell and put together a chart to give you guys an idea of just what it might look like.
Also, about the KP thing, person is reacting to it, so it will be placed slightly small on the top left. Okay. All right, that's fine.
like. Now, of course, although this does have some information from leaks, which you should already might look like.
No. I'm gonna have the same amount of memory? What the hell?
Now, of course, although this does have some information from leaks, which you should already be taking with a grain
Yeah,
of
it's on
salt,
Disney Plus,
there is
I
going to
think.
be a bit of speculation. So do tell me if you disagree in the comments below. But let's start off with the RTX 5080. Now, according to the leaks, it sounds like these could potentially be produced on 3nm. However, 4nm isn't out of the question, and so I think you're going to see one of two things. Either
I
the
do not
most
have
advanced
Disney
GPUs
Plus.
will be on 3nm with the lower end ones on 4, or the most advanced will be 4nm, and then the lower end ones will actually be still on 5nm. But in any case, regardless, I do believe we will be seeing around 112 SMs on this GPU, which would actually be a pretty significant uplift over the 76 we're seeing on the 4080. In fact, if we do some simple math, that's
Still.
nearly 50% more shaders versus the RTX 4080. And also, we should be talking about
It's
a
okay.
roughly
That's fine.
400 to 600 megahertz increase in clock speed, bringing us to 2.9 to 3.1 gigahertz. Also, we should be retaining that 16 gigabyte capacity, which I think is going to be plenty fine for an 80 class GPU, even with ray tracing and all these various different features, at least for the lifespan of this graphics card as a high-end GPU. But it will be moving to GDDR7, which means 28 gigabits per second on a 256-bit bus actually gets you 896 gigabytes per second, close to a terabyte that we see on the RTX 4090. And in fact, this should actually be faster than the 4090 if these specs turn out to be true. Now, in terms of the
Yeah, again, if these specs are
cache,
true.
I'm estimating around 64 megabytes, but I could be wrong there. And in terms of the performance, probably around, 60-70% more than the RTX 4080. And again, we could be talking about nearly double the ray tracing performance. Now, as for a release date for this thing, I do believe you will see this one a little bit after the RTX 5090, but let's talk release dates at the end of the video. Let's move on to the next one, and I'm going to throw a loop in there. Let's move to the RTX 5060 and make our way up now.
But why?
Why are you doing that, though?
And this one should have, I believe, 42 SMs, an enormous increase over the 4060, which has just 24.
Right here.
Boost clock of 2.6 to 2.8 gigahertz, 12 gigabytes of memory.
That still doesn't make any sense. Let me see if I got this right. The 5060 is going to be 12 gigs, while 4060 was only 8 gigs.
But why?
What the hell, NVIDIA? Jesus.
This time rather than the 8 that
And again, this is all rumors and speculation, so we don't know if it's actually true, but
you see on the 4060, and if they do
it's still
choose to still
concerning.
use GDDR7, well, we could be talking about 448 gigabytes per second. That is getting close to double the bandwidth of the RTX 4060. Now, of course, they could cut it down more or use GDDR6, but
I agree. It's not bad. It just doesn't make sense that they're... Whatever.
at this point in time, I'm not sure if that makes a whole lot of
Can't hear
sense
me?
unless it's a 50 class card. So this could finally bring the
It's
60
probably
class
NVIDIA
into
broadcast
being
doing
an
that.
actually good GPU versus the really bottom of the barrel specs and upgrades we got.
How about now? Can you hear
with
me?
The 40 series. And in terms of performance, in fact, with 32 megabytes of cache that I'm estimating, we could be talking around 80 to 85% more performance than the RTX 4060. That is absolutely massive. In fact, this would actually be going toe-to-toe with something like an RTX 4070. So a 4070 replacer at a much, much lower price. Really good stuff there. But
Again, we don't know that for certain, though.
what about the 5070? This is going to be the one that I think everybody's really excited for. 64 SMs, that's a big increase over the 46 and the 4070. Boost clock of 2.9 to 3.1 gigahertz and 12 gigabytes of GDDR7 running at 28 gigabits per second gives us 672 gigabytes per second. And with an estimated cache of around 48 megabytes, that could give us around 60% more performance on the 5070 versus the RTX 4070. That is a massive leap. Who knows, maybe it could even significantly outpace an RTX 4080 and get kind of close to the RTX 4090. Although, of course, the 4090 is an incredibly
You call Cap?
Stop the cap.
There we go.
Powerful card, way faster than the 4080, so we'll
Yeah,
see
we'll
about
see
that
about
one.
that.
But in terms of release dates, I'm expecting that the 5060 is probably going to be late Q2 of 2025, simply because they like to roll out the fastest cards first and then make their way down the line. The 5070 probably early Q2 in 2025, and then the 5080 probably early to mid Q1 of 2025, as the RTX 5090, it's looking like, is going to be the end of this year. Although it is possible all these things could be moved up, and maybe you'll get not only the 5090 at the end of the year, but also the RTX 5080. I could see them doing something like that. I hope that's the case, but I'm going to stay conservative and say that maybe we'll be seeing it early Q1 to mid Q1 of 2025. So it might be a little bit of a wait, especially for the 60 and 70 class cards. But guys, if these specs do turn out to be true, if these are even remotely close, which I do think they will be, well, then these cards, I think, will finally bring healing to the market when it comes to price to performance. Now, 5090, 5090 Ti, or Titan, whether they choose to release those cards or what they choose to name them, probably going to be really expensive. But the rest of these cards,
How much you want to bet the 5090 is going to be like two grand? And if that's the case, I'm going to be so fucking mad. I hope Nvidia doesn't do that dumb shit where they're like, oh yeah, we're going to charge you $2 grand for a GPU. Like, really, dude? Oh, 3090 got up to 2.5. Don't remind me. God damn
I
it.
do think Nvidia has learned their lesson. They cannot charge exorbitant prices for cards that
Nvidia did not learn their lesson, dog.
are supposed to be attainable by, well, regular working class American Joes, American patriots like you. I salute you. So
It does feel
with
like
that
last
being the
month,
case,
to be
I
honest.
really don't think you'll be seeing super high prices on these ones. Now, the only one that I think is going to bite is I think they're going to try and stick to $999 for the 80 class GPU. Now, they tried pushing higher last time with the 4080. Clearly, that didn't work. They backed it off to $999. It seems to be working all right. You might even see $899, and I hope that's the case, but I think they'll try and stick to $999.
Doubt that.
And then the 5070, honestly, I
Yeah,
think
I
they're
doubt
gonna
that.
back it down. 600 was a tough sell for the 4070. I think it really started to pick up sales when it got closer to that $500 range. So I think you will see either $499 or $549. I think you'll see a slight price drop on that card, but of course,
$999 for 5080. $799 is a good price. Yeah, that's not terrible, but you know they're not going to
only
charge
time
that
will
kind of
tell.
money.
And Nvidia's greed knows no bounds, so I could be completely wrong there. And then on the 5060, I'd probably say you're gonna see a slight increase on the 60 class if they really do go for like 85% more performance, massive bandwidth increases, all that sort of stuff. I could see maybe instead of like, 300, 330, you could see maybe like 350 or even as high as like 380. I could
Bruh.
Still too much.
see something like that, but it depends on how they choose to name it and when it gets released. So there you have it, guys. There's everything that I know right now with the RTX 50 series with the code name
Yeah, man, I got rent to pay. I don't have money like that.
next generation Blackwell GPUs, but that's just what I think is going to happen. Let me know in the comments below. In fact, I want you guys to type out exactly what the specs that you think the RTX 5060, 5070, and 5080, and hey, 5090 will be in the comments below, as well as when you think they're going to release and their performance and pricing is going to be. I'd love to see what you guys think in the comments below. I'll definitely go ahead and read if you guys have some estimates based on the leaks in the comments below. But of course,
Oh my god. It's really said he's only got
that's going to do it for me,
$3.
and I'll
That's
see you
tough.
guys in the next video. If you made it to the end of the video,
I wait. Oh, sorry guys, my phone just went off. Okay, yeah, that's about it. Actually, no. Ah. Damn it. Phone keeps going off. That buddy still go. Oh, that's right. You're still in high school. Keep forgetting that. Keep forgetting that. Anyway, guys. So yeah, what do you guys think? Me personally, I think he's absolutely wrong. I feel like Nvidia is gonna find a way to charge out the ass for these cards. They did it last time. What's stopping them from doing it again, in my opinion? But then again, maybe he's right, maybe he's not. But, I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, that's it for tonight's episode of the Doghouse. If you're live on Twitch, stay tuned. We're gonna do the after show. And to all my YouTube brothers and sisters, of course, thank you for watching, as usual. Ignore Blast's comments, because he's just trolling at this point.
Bruh.
But this is Big Dog signing off. Have a good one. Hey there. Seems like you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. Since you're here, why don't you do me a solid and click that subscribe button. Also, hit the like button, the bell for notifications. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, join the Discord server, and all that good stuff. Hell, even click my affiliate links if you're feeling up to it. I'd greatly appreciate it. Anyway, guys, this has been another episode of The Doghouse. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.